While it's great watching new things and having your world opened up, there's nothing quite like the gentle, welcoming glow of familiarity when it comes to films. Sometimes all we want is to kick back with something we've seen loads of times, yet never grow tired of. Why else would the Blu-ray market exist at all? Plus, further viewings of something you love often bring to light little details you didn't quite pick up on before. And luckily for fans of repeat viewing, there are some films out there that actually reward you for committing to a long-term relationship with them. I'm Cal from WhatCulture.com, and this is the 10 most rewatchable movies of all time. Number 10. Toy Story. Far more than a technical marvel, Toy Story remains burned into popular consciousness as a tour de force of storytelling. It plays on a simple idea that occurs to most kids at one time or another. What if my toys come to life when I'm not around? It then proceeds to explore that concept with sophisticated and mature humour. And surprising overtones of existential angst via Buzz Lightyear's uneasy journey to accepting that he's not a real space ranger. Who wouldn't want to watch those relationships develop over and over? Number 9. Die Hard. Die Hard is firstly irresistible thanks to Bruce Willis's performance as John McClane. Less muscular and more down-to-earth and witty than his peers in the genre, he was a radical reinterpretation of the action hero, which proved popular and influential, and the film's formula was deemed so perfect that it's basically inspired countless rip-offs and variations over the years. Speed is just Die Hard on a bus. White House Down is just Die Hard in the White House. Yeah, Hollywood loves redoing it as much as we love rewatching it. Number 8. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Sometimes all you need is something silly, and it doesn't get much more silly than Monty Python. Though based extremely loosely on the legends of King Arthur, this is really just a jumping off point for the slew of increasingly absurd and nonsensical sketches. From the political ruminations over Arthur's claim to power, to the jaunty Camelot song and dance, to the bawdy castle anthrax sequence, there's a gag to tickle every funny bone, even after innumerable viewings. Number 7. The Spy Who Loved Me. Think about everything we love Bond for, and Moore's 1977 movie has it all. Crazy gadgets, beautiful women, fancy cars, exotic locations, innuendo-ridden dialogue, super-rich maniacal tyrant bent on world domination, and an unforgettable theme song. If Moore had left it at this one, and some might argue he should have, he'd still be up there as one of the greatest 007s ever. Number 6. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark is a quintessential adventure, and it has it all. Mystical lost treasures, deserts and jungles, chases and escapes, punch-ups and shootouts, and the baddest baddies of them all, Nazis. And holding it all together is Harrison Ford. The fact that Ford was able to originate so iconic a hero, having already done so with Han Solo, only makes him more of a legend. Number 5. The Wizard of Oz. While The Wizard of Oz wasn't the first film to use glorious full colour, The Wizard of Oz utilises the technology in a way that is still striking to this day. By using grainy black and white in the early scenes in Kansas, and only switching to colour once the Twister has whisked Dorothy away to the wonderful land of Oz. The tale itself, with its witches, munchkins, living scarecrow and tin man and talking lions, is the stuff of timeless fantasy. It's as fun and touching now as it ever was. Number 4. Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino's 1994 may have been heavily inspired by crime tales of the screen and the page from decades past, but it became the epitome of cinematic cool for an entire generation. Yes, it's over 2.5 hours and the bulk of that is nothing but talking, but when it's Tarantino's words being spoken in career-best performances from John Travolta, Uma Thurman, Bruce Willis, and most memorably Samuel L. Jackson, the time flies by every time. Number 3. Aliens. It's debatable as to whether Aliens truly tops Ridley Scott's original Alien, but there's no question that it's more equal than sequel. One of the few follow-ups that really stands apart as a great movie in its own right. It's got awe-inspiring spectacle, terrifying monsters, an endearing ensemble topped with a truly brilliant Sigourney Weaver, and a slew of adrenaline-pumping set pieces which never lose their power even once you know every moment by heart. And it's all the more impressive considering it was made for only $18 million, probably less than Cameron spent rendering the ponytails of the Na'vi in Avatar. Number 2. Star Wars. Star Wars is one film whose impact really can't be overstated. It's an incredible part of the lives of almost everyone who has grown up since George Lucas's film landed in 1977. And with the series still going and still being obsessed over, the Force is as strong as it ever was today. The formula is near perfect. Lucas's story of an underdog thrust into a universe-wide battle, combined with the chemistry of the lead trio Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford and the sadly missed Carrie Fisher, it all adds up to pure movie magic that forever speaks to the child in all of us. Number 1. King Kong. If we're talking all-time cinematic landmarks which remain endlessly rewatchable even after many decades, King Kong is the outright winner. This classic, with its primal jungle setting, iconic giant ape, damsel in distress, dinosaur brawls, and epic Manhattan finale, is every bit as thrilling today as it must have been on release. It's the epitome of big screen fantasy, a timeless testament to the unique powers of cinema, and above all else, it's fun to watch, over and over again.
Hello, you made it all the way to the end of the video. Aren't you good? While you're here, we have other channels that are probably also quite nice, so why not give one of those a little watch? You never know, you might find something you like. Or, who knows, I might be there as well. Ooh, spooky.